Alô, meu povo, bom dia. O que será que tem essas triângulos transparentes no telhado, hein? É bem grande o hotel. Vamos fazer o que eles faziam. É lógico que a gente vai pegar 2 pepitas de ouro grande, mas é assim que começava.
Gold is in here. There's some in here.
Little bit?
But you also have gold in your pan.
Okay.
Okay, so what you'll do is you'll fill up your pan with water, just enough to cover the rocks. Make sure these ridges are facing away from you, so like towards the water.
Eu achei essa pedra aqui, que eu achei bonita. Não é ouro, ele falou, mas eu achei bonita e guardei.
Misericórdia.
Mas eu achei 2 ouros.
A corrida do ouro.
É tão grande que eu não consigo nem enxergar ele.
Depois nós vamos lá. Ela aí, olha lá. Deu pra ver.
Você quer tirar foto do meu ouro ou das minhas coisas?
Mostra lá. Então, tchum.
Faz assim, tem que pôr aqui e fazendo assim, pra sair as pedras maiores e ficar só o pozinho.
Só o pozinho. E o ouro é mais pesado, se você souber lidar, né?
Fica aqui embaixo. Nós achamos 3 ouros que não dá nem pra pôr no... Pra mim tudo é ouro aqui, ó. Tudo tá brilhando é ouro.
Ouro. Merlin não desiste.
Aí o homem primeiro. Ó, coisinha marido, viu? Essa primeiro. Que aí você vai filmando tudo.
Esse é o tratorzinho?
Esse primeiro, ele vai
Rapaz,
vai entrar o tempo inteiro assim.
muito baixo.
Room they would store their powder. Powder was also their dynamite. But in this room, they'd store their powder, their equipment, and their clothing. The reason they stored their powder in here and not outside is because they could get wet or damaged. It also could get stolen. The reason they didn't take it back with them is because if it were to missing rock. So, yeah, it is about 51 degrees in here year round, so it's cold right now. It could be warmer during the winter. I've heard some other things too, like stoves and microwaves, but old time stuff.
A pedra é úmida. Oi.
Oh, he's good.
Olha aí a metralhadora.
Come in here to blast it out. Use this space to show you the blasting pattern that they used and also the equipment that they used. So this blasting pattern back here is known as the butterfly pattern. The dynamite with the white cording would blow off first, causing cracking and some rock to fall. And then the dynamite with red wiring would blow off last, causing the rest of it to cave in for them to take the ore out to the mill for it to get processed. Each one of those holes would have to go back 3 feet too before they could put the dynamite in. But that is the blasting pattern, called the butterfly pattern. This has 2 names right here. Its official name is the pneumatic drill. The second name that it was given is the widowmaker. The reason it's called the widowmaker is because the person running this machine had a life expectancy of 6 months after they started. That is because as they were drilling, dust would be flying up in their face constantly. They'd be breathing it in all day. causing a disease known as silicosis. It's also closely related to the black lung. Person running this got paid $1.50 a day. He was the highest paid person in the mine too.
Contou bastante coisa que deu pra entender mais, que levou 5 anos pra chegar aqui. Eu só não vi quantas pessoas. E é bem gelado aqui. Em alguns pontos é bem úmido. Olha a cabeça e os seus pés. Eu já bati já. Não tinha lâmpada, né? Imagina. Lampião a querosene, matando os caras aos poucos. Matando, se matando.
Alright, anyways, this sheet right here is known as the sheet. It weighs 650 pounds. Person running this got paid 50 cents a day with one of the hardest jobs. His job was to put this over the railroad tracks before every blast. That would protect the railroad tracks from flying rock after a blast, just so they wouldn't always have to constantly
No, ele tá com
replace the
frio.
railroad tracks. So that was 650 pounds. This is one of the only 2 original pieces to this mine. That's because during World War II, the person called them L208 caused all mines to send in their steel and metal to be processed down into what the president and the war needed at that time. This used to be called Gold Hill Low. Later got its name Big Thunder. That's because on drunk nights, Captain Ingle would come in here, light a piece of dynamite, and throw it under this, causing this to go up and down all around, causing a big thunder-like noise. Is there any here, like any loud noise problems in here? Anyone have loud noise problems? No? Are you guys good with it?
It's okay.
We usually let the kids do this. If you want, you can hit this right here.
Faz o teste aí pra doer o ouvido.
That's pretty legit.
Isso porque foi o garoto, hein?
Was it awesome?
You want to do it? No. So that's how it's got its name, Big Thunder. If you guys look back, we can't see the entrance anymore. That was for a reason, and that was common.
Tá pingando aqui, ó.
Alright, so in this room, it's called the stope room. This is where they found the majority of what they were looking for. In this room, they found a whopping 10 ounces of gold. So that was $200, just enough to pay back that loan that they got. But once they got in here, you can see that they started to go this way. If you see there's some metal rods sticking out of this rock over here, that means just 5 feet over is the Colombian line. Like I said before, if you were to blast into another person's mine, you gave them a reason to come over here, use you as target practice, and steal your mine. So they didn't want to go that way. They did try to go this way. That's how it works. Is anyone scared of the dark? Here. close. Right. 1, 2, 3.
Cacetada, se tá sem capacete já tinha ido pro... E os fundilhos tá ficando gelado.
Tô vendo.
At the very top, after that, it would come down to this thing right here. This is the belt crusher. The belt crusher, we want to break it up into softballs, tennis balls.
Vamos moer pedra ali.
Some kind of bigger, some kind
Deve
of
descer água.
That's why right under that would be the grid group.
Bomba d'água.
Like I said, a little bit better.
Guincho.
And then it comes down to the stamp mill. Each one of those stamps up there was about 1,000 pounds.
Olha o fole.
Mina, as it was running, you could hear it from about 8 miles away.
Os caras já lapidavam aqui alguma coisa. Ah, para ferramenta. Afiar a ferramenta.
The stamp mill would crush down into a fine powder, finally releasing that gold from the rock. After that, it would come down to the copper table. Obviously, this is not a real copper table. That's because if it was, it would be covered in mercury. Back then, mercury was, it is today too. Mercury is poisonous. Back then, they didn't know that. So they were putting it on and off with their hands all day long.
Mercúrio.
Eventually being mercury poisoning within 4
Isso
months.
matou bastante
And
gente.
dying within 4 years. The reason this was covered in mercury though, that's because mercury and gold do stick together. So after that, it comes down to this table right here. Water would be rushing over it, shaking it back and forth. Process it, check it, make sure it was real gold, and then they'd fill this strong up, back up with cash, and send it to the original owner. Robberies did happen. In fact, this one was robbed. I think we found it near Rockerville, but I could be wrong on that too. But robberies did happen. They only went after the cash though, and here's why. Because if they're trying to steal more than 2 gold bars, the horse wouldn't make it more than 5 feet before it collapsed and the combined weight of the gold rider. So they strictly went after the cash. Top stuff go off to this side and then in the bottom.
É o banheiro. Pum. Tem aquilo ali lá em casa, no sítio.
Eyes out on there, okay? Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
My video for my channel. I'm from Brazil. This is.
You are?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
sweet.
putting this in YouTube now. Okay.
All right, yeah, no, that's fine.
Thank you. Big Thunder. Perguntei pra ele no final, né? A entrada da mina tá lá. Ali tem uma parte tipo museu com as coisas que usaram. Aqui um lavador, aqui baias para lavar também, ali a lojinha. E você entra aqui, que eu filmei, e vai lá no meio da montanha. E segundo ele, por muitos e muitos anos só trabalhou aí nessa mina 2 pessoas. Incrível, hein? Nossa senhora. Bacana demais. Tem ninguém atrás?
E $27, imagina.
Não. 27 com taxa, né? Pra eles
Era 21. Com a taxa foi 27. 21 não, era 22. Com a taxa foi 27.
qualquer espaço é um espaço. Pequeno hotel. Ali é restaurante e bar. Grande, hein? Ali o correio. Aqui um conjunto de lojas. Keystone na esquerda, à direita, Rap City, meia hora. Vamos lá.